This is someone mumbling behind the chapel. Bite him. No, items, okay. Okay, I definitely have enough to... where do I want to go? Okay, I want to continue along here. Is there something... It looks like there's something over there, but on the map. Oh.
Some of us come to this world already touched by grace.
It's a crazy person who recites.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Interesting.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Kind of fair.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yeah, that is kind of
Yes.
unique.
The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Interesting.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Maybe.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness
I met
and
her.
sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
There's a bit of
In what way
sense in that.
exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
very interesting.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
He has a cold. Do I have...
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
I don't
Do
think
you
I
need
made
medical
any...
attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Okay.
I will see you later. I'll leave you alone, sir.
There's quite a few medications and such that I should be going after. There was a postbox. Or maybe it was just him that I needed to speak to. Oh! I think it was in your book of poems, something to do which I found as interesting. These changes I don't demand of sorry analysis.
An angel made flesh, I tell you.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Which artist is rare?
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
And that's personal questions.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
I'll leave you alone, sir. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Okay.
Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Ah. Oh, you just dropped this. Yeah.
Hello again, miss. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
Okay, she is a mute.
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
I mean, that is just... Ah.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Okay.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
So we now have info on him. What is...
It's locked.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm in Whitechapel. Let's see what everyone's...
Hello again, miss.
You know... Oh, am I too low a level to mesmerize?
Very well. Goodbye then.
Ooh, I need to increase my mesmerize level. Okay. Interesting. We backwards and then left.
You look so pale.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Mesmerize
Goodbye,
level
Mr.
2
Petrescu.
required. Okay, I'm gonna do some... Yeah, we're back home. We have... There's quite a few people who needed fatigue. There was one person with a cold thing. Bronchitis and pneumonia, sepsis, anemia. Okay, let's see what everyone's got. We have you. You got a headache. Headache. Oh wait, you're the same person, Oswald. Thatcher. So headache, cold, bronchitis, fatigue, migraine, cold bronchitis, 2 fatigues, 3 fatigues, headache. Oh, I need potassium permanganate. Okay. So wait, do I not have headache? I don't. Yeah, headache, migraine, and... so the sicknesses can get worse, I guess. Like, goes fatigue, then anemia, then sepsis. Okay. So yeah, you got a headache, which I can't cure at the moment. Can't do a migraine. Cold and bronchitis. Okay, by the docks, if I can find Dyson, we'll go heal him. Unfortunately, Oswald, we cannot help you. Bronchitis and cold. I need more. Okay. So let's go find these people.
And I will show you how a wet boot does business.
Oh, is he someone in danger?
What are you people, huh? You won't get me here. Get out! Come on, and I will show you how a wet boot does business. Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! Come on, and I will show you
Are you okay, sir?
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
You're healthy. Go look after yourself. Place to loot. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. Jack.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
We found something else.